We are underway from Fenway as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. HR, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matt, they're feeling it right now. You know, they're starting to play good ball. They're really playing good. And they're closing in on a division. And this time of the summer, it's all about baseball. You come to the park, the grass is green, you smell the hot dogs, and you're excited to play, even in the afternoon during batting practice. And that's what I see with this club right now.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. How do they get back into the win column here, Harold?
Well, Matt, they've really been struggling the last 3 or 4 games to score runs. They haven't been able to execute a bunt. They haven't been hitting, running. They haven't been doing the little things that maybe might jump them. And the biggest thing, the power has disappeared. So they've struggled the last 3 or 4 games.
Stepping in, DJ Golson is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Squared that one up just a little late. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Hey, good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Now to the plate, Stephen Wright. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Just underway here at Fenway Park. Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now. John Avery would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Pitts is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Aaron Davis, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's a rare breed in today's game. He doesn't rely on the strikeout. He's averaging less than 7 strikeouts per 9. So they're going to put the ball in play on him. He's a guy that's going to use his defense. It's almost like a throwback to yesteryear.
So stepping in, Connor Pitts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The HR visitors here as they take the field after a scoreless top half. they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Yeah, Matt, they're going through a little bit of a skid right now. Not playing real well, but you kind of expect that. But you look for something to ignite them, to pull it out of it, win a game, and just really, this is when you really have to think about one game at a time to pull you out of it.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Harold, what do they need to focus on in this one?
Well, the key here, Matt, is clearly execute. They got to catch the ball, and if you get an opportunity to hit and run, you got to do that on the offensive side. This is the type of team that has to generate and make their own things happen in order to force mistakes on the other team.
Stepping up now, Jesse Pitts. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Stepping in now, John Pitts, as he'll take a look at ball 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. One 1-0 pitch on the way. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Settling in now, Jeremy Pitts. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. 2 out here and a runner at second. In there, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's in the dirt. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So coming to the plate, John Avery. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
John Avery.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a ball 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A called strike over the outside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll get to the bag in time. What a do-it-yourself masterpiece.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Andres Velez.
At the plate, Andres Velez. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Albrecht ranging into the outfield, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Michael Fenway.
So striding in, Michael Fenway. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there. 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Ready on 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through for a hit. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Well, he's been on a bit of a cold streak, and he gets a base hit there. That's the kind of hit. He didn't hit it hard. This is one of those that you need to get in the hit column. This is a good jump start for him.
Standing in now, Chad Rios. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. So digging in now, David Molina. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
David Molina.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Into the box, David Kita. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Comes in here right at 260. 10 home runs and 51 runs batted in. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit up. No one out with a runner at second. Too tight with that one. 3-0. from the stretch. And this one catches the inside corner for strike one.
Well, he made a nice adjustment. That was a nice pitch right there, 3-0. Now puts the count 3-1. That was the same pitch he threw 2-0 and missed on it and got the ball called.
Three-one pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. A runner at second, nobody out. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the visitors.
Batting seventh.
Well, this team is really going to be busy today. You look at how this pitcher's been struggling all season. All you got to do is look at that ERA. That tells me he's given up a lot of balls hit, and the defense is going to be very, very busy in this one.
So striding forward now, Sean Albrecht, currently with the third best home run total on the ball club. First pitch on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Link sprinting after it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping into the box, Jeff Pitts. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's been their top run producer thus far as his total leads the team. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Chavis has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Now in the box, Joey Chavis. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Joey Chavis.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Way out in front.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, he finds himself in danger of walking the 8-hitter right here. That's just something you don't want to do. You walk the 8-hitter, the 9-hitter can bunt him over. Starts a big inning. He can hit and run. It could lead to a lot of problems.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The next 3-2. Another one sent. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Coming to the plate now, Guy Link. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
The batter, number 99, shortstop, Felipe.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Felipe Carrillo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another foul ball. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Digging in, Alan Wayne. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Alan Wayne.
First pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might.
Now to 3-1. Here it is on 3-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Once again a 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Digging in to try it again, Connor Pitts. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. A fastball that finds the outside corner. A runner at first with no outs here. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Ready for another chance. Jesse hits. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the dirt, and now let's see. Goes to third with it, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Hey, 2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
That's in there. Base hit. In to score the runner from third. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, I love that hit right there. 2 runs driven in early in the game. That always lets every pitcher relax and now be aggressive. Let's see if these runs help their pitcher when he gets back on the mound.
In now, John hits. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Nobody out, runner on first. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball. For a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
7 games. Hey, that's 1 week. Swing bat pretty good. He's comfortable right now.
Digging in for his second at bat, Jeremy Pitts. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. One out and a runner on second base. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely 0 reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Into the box now, David Molina, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. He doesn't have a big fastball, but he was able to get that pitch by him.
And Matt, that's 100% a result of setting up with the off-speed pitches before it. If you're not a hard thrower, you could...
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Well, he had 2 strikes on the hitter. Perfect count to put him away. Tried to elevate the fastball, just didn't get it up there enough.
David Keita.
Stepping in now, David Keita, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Left field and deep. Velez racing back, and it's gone into the monster seats. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, you can see that he was dialed in on his curve from the second he released it. He saw the spin, knew it was coming back over the plate, and just crushed it. He was tracking it all the way.
Lee Sau is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Standing in now, Sean Albrecht. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
The batter.
In now, Jeff Pitts. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 2-2 offering. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, Shortstop, Alan Wayne.
Now at the plate, Alan Wayne. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. The 1-0 delivery. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in once
Connor
again, Connor Pitts. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. One and one. Here it is. And this is fouled at the plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score.
Leading off for Jackson.
Riding in once again, DJ Golson. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. That misses. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, that's a nice swing on a 2-0 fastball. That ball's right down the middle. You're lucky he kept it in the ballpark. Hit it hard, squared it up. When you find yourself down 2-0, doesn't mean you got to give in.
Into the box now, Stephen Wright. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 0-1 pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1.
Well, this is the downfall of putting up a big 7-run inning. Pitchers rely on rhythm, and that's pretty easy to lose when you're sitting around while your guys are hitting forever. Let's see if he can get back on track.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. At the plate, John Avery. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
John Avery.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. And he watches this one in there for a high strike. Set to deliver on 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball to second. This could be two. There's one. Back to first, and he throws it away. Into the box. Andres Velez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Third baseman.
Now at the plate, Michael Fenway. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First offering on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's throwing first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. He struck him out. In and out of trouble as the inning is over. Ready for another shot now. Jesse Pitts.
Leading off the 4th
1
inning.
for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Jesse Pitts.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Hit hard toward the right side, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
Center fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, John Pitts. First delivery to him on the way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Ready once again, Jeremy Pitts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Digging in now, Chad Rios.
Leading off for
He's
Jackson.
0 for 1 thus
Catcher.
far.
Chad Rios.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Turned on down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Joey Chavis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to
right
swing.
Fielder number 30.
Standing in, Guy Link. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Out of play. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1. Fouled straight back. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Digging in, Felipe Carrillo. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Hits. He's got it, and the side is retired. Now batting, David Molina. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance.
David
First delivery
Molina.
to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here it comes. 1-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. That was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance. I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Grounded foul.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. David Kita comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch. And flirting with danger on a changeup that missed high for a ball.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is in the air out to right field. Link will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Standing in, Sean Albrecht.
Sean Albrecht.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Link is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting. Third
Digging
baseman.
in, Jeff Pitts. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's set. Here it comes. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall down there near Pesky's pole. Molina rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores. At the plate, Alan Wayne 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the dirt. The throw will go to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in once again, DJ Golson. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Into the windup and the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Well, you know you've got it working on the mound when they're swinging right through it, even when you're putting it right down the middle of the strike zone. Not the greatest of game plans, though.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance.
Hitter.
Stephen Wright. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. High in the air out to center field. Pitts is camped under this one. And there's the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, John Avery. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land untouched. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Ready for another shot now. Connor Pitts. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Connor Pitts.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Check swing on that fastball right there. Looked like he's ready to tomahawk that bad boy, but he's able to hold up.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jesse Pitts.
Jesse Pitts.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. And this is fouled back and out of play.
His timing looks good right there, Matt. That's falling up after a fastball. He still was able to get a piece of that breaking ball.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Pitts. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk.
Pitts.
They'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Now a move over to first, and the runner back. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. From the stretch, and there he goes towards second. Pitch inside, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Chopped weakly to the left. And he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single. Ready once again, Jeremy Pitts. He comes into this at bat 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Comes set, and the 0-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in and looking for more, David Molina has got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Make it 9-0.
Now batting.
Into the box now, David Hida. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Golson coasts under it, and the inning is over. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Digging in to try it again, Andres Velez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
This has been an interesting game to watch. I mean, he's less than 60% of the time he's throwing that first pitch for strikes. So he's been having to throw stress pitches almost to every hitter.
And this will find the wall now, way out deep into the triangle. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Into the box now, Michael Fenway, a hit in 2 tries so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
Ready with the 0-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
Fouled back. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right. Dives and in for the out. Wow. And that one just not deep enough, so they'll wisely hold him at third with one out in the inning now. Stepping in, Chad Rios. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
You know what, Matt? I'll take it. 6 1/3, 100 pitches. If he's able to get through this inning, that's a great outing.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd. A foul ball. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit high. Here comes the payoff pitch. He's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Number 5.
Now at the plate, Joey Chavis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, it's really hard to work deep into games when you're like this. Up too.
In there at the knees. 0-2 now. On a low fastball, ball 1.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit. George Peralta comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with.
Link.
Guy Link will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way.
Nope.
Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball 3.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Shortstop.
In now, Felipe Carrillo. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Tell you what, this is the wrong guy to flirt around with. He's been swinging about really good in this series, and he hasn't got a hit in this game yet. But I'm going to tell you what, I wouldn't mess with him.
In the dirt here. The runners will hold, but meanwhile the count moves to 2-0. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. The 2-1 pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. Just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here too.
Swung on and missed 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Another payoff pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it. Hits. And that retires the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Francisco Anaya enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Francisco Anaya.
Digging in, Sean Albrecht. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. 1-1. Here it comes. A wave and a miss. Very weakly on the ground. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping up now, Jeff Pitts. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Comes set with the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here it comes on 1-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Alan Wayne. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Chavis has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. Striding in, DJ Golson. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
DJ Golson.
First offering on its way. Swing and a liner, foul and out of play.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
And he lays off for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopper, foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And that one stayed too low apparently. Set to deal on 2-2. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Now another 2-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Stephen Wright will be next. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Now batting. Designated
Stepping
hitter.
up to the plate, Stephen Wright. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Kita racing back. Gone! Digging in, John Avery.
Second baseman, John Avery.
Into the windup and the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner, foul and out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Slow little grounder left side. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Left fielder.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Andres Velez, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Lays off 1-0. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Pitts is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2. Digging in, Michael Fenway.
Michael Fenway.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Pitts on the move, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Digging in, the switch hitter, Connor Pitts. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Connor Pitts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. This is pulled into right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Coming to the plate now, Jesse Pitts.
Catcher, Jesse Pitts.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second. 1-0 pitch on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt. Throw goes over to third. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. And over to third now is the runner. The 2-1 on its way. Bounce to first. Golson takes it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. At the plate, John Pitts. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Velez ranging back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now batting,
standing in, Jeremy Pitts.
Jeremy Pitts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
And that misses for ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Ready with the 1-1. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. The 1-2 pitch. Ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
The batter, number 00.
Digging in now, David Molina, and he's trying to make this a 5-hit ball game for himself right here. High in the air out towards shallow right. Link has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Now batting, Chad Rios.
Leading
0
off
for
for
3 with a
Jackson.
couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Rios.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Line drive to left. Kita has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Center fielder, number 5.
Now in the box, Joey Chavis. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Fielder number 30, Guy Link.
Here comes the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Striding into the box, Felipe Carrillo. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Coming to the plate now, DJ Golson.
DJ Golson.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah.